Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space 3. Last time we found out that Ellie from Dead Space 2 has gone missing, and it has something to do with the markers. And a group of unitologists are trying to trigger convergence.
Message playback.
Hey, look, I'm on patrol. Make this quick, alright?
It's his birthday.
Shit.
Is that Dad? Thanks for the present, Dad. When are you coming home?
Soon.
Okay. I love you, Dad. Who wants to play soldiers?
You gave him a soldier.
John, he idolizes you.
Well, you better get that idea out of his head. You got that? I gotta go. Love you.
John Carver is our new companion character we met last time. He was added to the game to facilitate the addition of co-op.
Alright, everyone, listen up. 13 days ago, Agent Ellie Langford and her team attempted a blind shock to an uncharted planet. She believes it holds the secret to stopping this marker epidemic, but we've been unable to make contact. Our number one priority is finding and securing Agent Langford and her team.
In case you're confused by this term they keep using, shocking in and out, remember that in the Dead Space universe, their method of faster-than-light travel involves the use of something called the shock point drive. So this is an EarthGov log talking about recruiting Isaac to go after Ellie. Ellie took a ship to an uncharted planet we know is Tau Volantis, and we know that she took it there searching for information about the markers. And again, this convergence event that the unitologists are trying to trigger. And God, I cannot wait to learn more about convergence.
15 seconds to target.
Standing by to D-shop.
All right, people, we're going in blind, so stay tight on that exit vector. Rosen, count it out.
Exit beacon locked. De-shocking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The hell is that?
Moon. What's left of one. Rosen!
I see it!
Christ, this place is a junkyard.
More like a graveyard.
Any sign of Ellie's ship?
I'm reading several transponders, but none of them are ours. According to the registry, they're sovereign colonies warships.
You serious? They'd be over 200 years old.
Wait, I'm getting something. It's an SOS coming from that ship dead ahead. The CMS Roanoke.
It could be Ellie.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right, Rosen, close to 500 clicks.
Aye, sir.
Those lights, are they beacons?
Hang on. No. Mike!
Rosen, get us out of here!
Collision warning. Brace for impact.
I can't!
Since when are you giving the orders?
Since somebody else has a fucking plan! Look, I'll explain as I go. Carver, where can I find an EVA suit? Down that way!
Seems like it's been a little while. We haven't gotten our suit yet. We're finally on our way to go get it. I think that's a really cool little fake out. Could you expect to get your zero gravity tutorial, your first zero G set piece of the game? But it's just to catch you off guard and then drop you on the wall. So we have more or less the same zero-gravity mechanics as we had in
Okay.
Dead Space 2.
I can see the room. Rosen, Locke, brace yourselves. Once I release the clamps, it's gonna blow us clear of the Eudora. Everyone find something to hang on to. Oh, shit!
We've really just been on a roller coaster ride from one set piece to another so far.
Can't slow it down!
Try to steer towards me! I can almost reach you!
Whoa, mine! Mine!
So this works a lot like the Halo jumps in Dead Space 2, except you're a lot more responsive and maneuverable. And the other... Oh, I thought you had to pass through the middle. I got lucky.
Isaac, where are you?
I'm coming! Just hang on!
The other major difference you can see is that you can actually shoot, and you have to shoot out these mines. It's almost like a shmup sequence. And I think I have to cut through the corner here. There are a lot of mines.
Hey, watch it! Watch it!
I can't see around it.
Then punch through it!
Oh no! Oh no!
I got it!
Get it under control! I'm full thrusters!
It's slowing!
Okay. Okay. There we go.
Jesus. Let's not do that again. Can you make it to that cargo dock?
Yeah. Yeah, you think there's air on board?
Ellie's SOS is coming from somewhere inside, so let's hope so.
Once again, when we're in the cold vacuum of space, we sort of have to worry about our oxygen supply. It's indicated on the HUD. Everything is tied to the HUD on the rig. Just like Dead Space 1 and 2. It's very organic in that way.
Oh, God, it looks like the power's out everywhere. There's no way to activate the cargo doors.
I think there's a manual crank on the other door. See it?
Right. I'll see if I can get inside.
That canister we were just bear hugging gave us a little bit more oxygen. But just like in Dead Space 2, you almost never really have to worry about how much oxygen you have left. You have just such a huge reserve that doesn't become an issue.
Air. And dust.
Any sign of Ellie?
No. Looks like I'm the first person through here in a long time. I'll try to open the cargo doors. Hang on.
Creaky old dark ship. Yeah, this is Dead Space. There's something quirky about all of the doors that we have to open up while aboard the USS Roanoke. And it's that almost every single door in this entire ship, heavy standard frame, we will learn what that is in a minute. Almost every door is open like this, where you point, activate stasis, and then hit the stasis button again. You don't actually physically move anything, you're just tapping a button twice.
It's getting hard to breathe. How much longer?
Yeah, we're working as fast as we can.
Mark's really pale. I can't stop the bleeding.
Shit. Hey, Isaac. Okay, meet me at the door. I can let you in from this side. All right, there. Now get in here. Give me a hand.
Just waiting for the other side of the room to load in.
Isaac, Ellie's SOS is coming from deeper inside this ship, but I can't leave Rosen and Locke.
Send me the coordinates. I'll go check it out.
Here you go. Hey, don't stray too far. That's an order.
Well, we don't have too many alternate directions that we can go. We can explore around a tiny bit on this early level. We got a Tesla core as well. So we have a heavy standard frame, a Tesla core, and a couple of other things that we may have picked up to this point, like scrap metal. Speak of the devil. And we got an ammo clip. That's about the extent of the wandering off we can do just for now. They sort of railroad you in this early bit, and then increase the complexity of the levels as you get closer to the surface of Tau Volantis, that uncharted planet that Ellie shocked to. Ooh, I have a roll. And a reload upgrade ship. Normally from those cases, you would expect to find a power node. But not here. Also, notice how we haven't found credits yet.
It's a dead end. Looks like someone shut a bulkhead for quarantine.
Ah, can we cut through it?
No. It's too thick. But it might cycle open if I can power it up. That did it. And there's a bench on the same circuit.
Bench?
With all the parts lying around here, I bet I can make a better weapon than this one.
Yeah, that's smart thinking.
So not only have we opened up the quarantine door, we've also powered up our first bench. The benches that we saw earlier on in Chapter 1, I believe. Chapter 1? Yeah. Was not powered on. I don't think it is unless you go through on New Game Plus, or maybe Classic Mode. We're going to take a peek up here on the opposite catwalk, just to make sure we don't miss anything. So once we hit the bench, we will learn about a new system introduced in Dead Space 3. That is the crafting system, which I think is the root of a lot of this game's problems. You can trace many of the design foibles back to it. It is novel, yes, it's something new. I don't think it's entirely necessary. It creates problems. But we have a Tesla core, we have the heavy standard frame, we have that upgrade ship. Also, the Planet Cracker plasma cutter is in the safe. I want to skip the tutorial, go to the safe, grab the Planet Cracker, which is just, I think a damage-boosted version of the regular default plasma cutter that you get if the game detects that there is a Dead Space 2 save file. And we can move a couple of these. Holy shit, we have so many med packs. And then we can try to check out some of these schematics. These are some of the pre-built schematics that we don't have access to. Or rather, we don't have the parts to build that stuff. And we can also check in on the crafting system. You can either create something brand new, starting with a standard frame, like the heavy standard frame we got, but we don't have many other parts. Or you can modify whatever weapon you have. There are a couple of normal, regular weapon blueprints, but they encourage you really heavily to just craft weapons using these various types of components and upgrade circuits. And to its credit, the complexity of it is actually really nice. There are actually a lot of options that they let you experiment with. That's kind of fun. But it also results in there being less personality for each weapon. Like, there aren't as many distinct, like, I know what this is, and I know the exact situation, I want to use this. I love this one particular weapon. It gets so granular that the weapons lose personality. And also, when the weapons are a known quantity, you have way more strategic options. Because you know what you're in for, you know what their capabilities are. Here, again, because they're so granular, there's... it gets to be like they're too much of a jack-of-all-trades, master of none. And the biggest problem is the scarcity of salvage materials, which was artificially low. It may have been patched at some point in the past few years, but you got very few actual crafting materials just from playing the game, initially at launch anyway, to encourage the purchasing of fucking microtransactions. Also, there's this. Ammo is universal now, which I think also ties into that crafting system. It does solve the problem of getting ammo for guns that you don't currently have, but it introduces a new one, which is the bang per shot is now severely favored over weapons with like lower damage per shot but high rates of fire. There are pros and cons, but this is another thing that you can trace back to the new crafting system. The most egregious thing, though, is just those microtransactions and how the scarcity of crafting materials is built in to encourage you to just buy loot boxes to get fucking salvage. Oop, oop. Okay, we're good. No, that one, I did not realize that one was still up. He only clipped me a little bit though.
Hey guys, we're in trouble.
What is it? What's going on?
I just got jumped by what's left of the crew.
What? No one could have survived out here that long.
They didn't survive. They got turned into things.
What? Okay, what do we do?
You keep your weapon ready, you stay the hell away from the ventilation ducts. Get close, shoot for the limbs. You got that? I said you got that!
Yeah, okay.
Oh, also, to address a comment about how reloading works, it actually hasn't changed. There was a comment saying that you discard the clip, when you reload if you haven't emptied it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't actually waste ammo to reload if you aren't completely empty. Oh shit! I thought he spawned from the opposite side. Alright, so we're gonna corral him like this. Hopefully one doesn't drop on me right here. Each weapon... you're still... each weapon uses a certain amount of your universal ammo per shot. And that might be to address the thing that I was talking about weapons with high rates of fire, but low damage per shot. It might be because of that. That might address that criticism, actually. I still think the game tends to favor... Oh, hold on, this is worth reading. I'd like to thank each and every crew member for taking part in this historic expedition. Never has there been a more worthy cause nor more dire circumstances than those we face today. While most of you aren't clear to view the full details of the mission, know this: our hopes and dreams for the future are at stake. The fate of the colonies rests in your capable hands. We'll get back to that in a second. I still do think that the game massively favors high damage per shot and low rate of fire, as opposed to the converse of that. But that and the USS Roanoke that we started this chapter going forward, that we've now transitioned into chapter 3 on. This is part of some really cool world building that DS3 does. Oh shit! The fake out with the leaper on the window. It's pretty good. I'm just gonna switch for you. Oh, whoops, that didn't switch. Oh well, that went pretty well. The USS Roanoke is actually named after the Lost Colony, also known as the Roanoke Colony, which was established in North America in, I think, the 16th century, and the colonists all subsequently vanished. We also had that flashback to 200 years ago during the prologue, and they just, before, as we were entering the ship, said that the Roanoke was a sovereign colony's ship that disappeared 200 years ago. So the sovereign colonies, they were a faction of humans who seceded from the Earth government's rule, and their scientific expeditions will play a role in the game's story later.
They're coming out of the woodwork! Fire! Fire! Isaac, where the hell are you?
Almost to the crossover tube.
They just keep coming!
Sir, we're running low on ammo! Make a barricade! Just keep them out a little longer.
So now we have a slower pace, zero gravity section to get our bearings with this mechanic. Like I said, it works really similarly to how it did in Dead Space 2. They didn't fix it because it wasn't broken by that point. Dead Space 2's zero-G sections were quite a bit different from Dead Space 1's, but that's because it kind of sucked in Dead Space 1. But you still have the same, freedom and range of motion that you do. You can boost around, and you just generally have complete access to 3D space in this. As well as means to reorient yourself if you start twisting and turning upside down. And this is our reintroduction to the Lurker enemy type. So far we've gotten one new enemy type, which is the Fodder. the first enemy we saw. Been reintroduced to slashers now, and now lurkers as well, who are a little bit more feral and canine, as opposed to being based on babies, like in previous games. There are now dog variants of them. Oh, I couldn't pick that up. Oh no. Hold on, I have to go into the inventory and manually open that text log. I think it's this one. My apologies for the excessive noise, sir, but there's not much I can do, short of sedating the entire canine unit. The dogs began acting up the moment we went into orbit. Several have tried to claw their way out of their cages, ripping their paws apart in the process. I'd like to request sending them down to the planet sooner rather than later. It will be good for them to stretch their legs. Dogs are a lot like people, and being cooped up for so long would make anyone stir crazy. I think that's just meant to be a little bit of additional confirmation that those lurkers are dog-based, instead of being like toddlers or fetuses. I think that was a little bit more somatic gel.
Norton, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. All right, I think that's holding them for now.
Good. The SOS is coming from directly above me. And it looks like I found the ship's primary generator. If I can get power going, it should unlock the crossover for you.
All right, what about you?
There's an elevator here that goes straight up the spire. I'll meet you at Ellie's coordinates.
Alright, we'll get around to fixing that probably next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.